Welcome class. Myself Professor D.S. Rai, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, BBD, ITM, Lucknow. Today we will continue material testing and construction practices, in which up till now we have covered up to lecture 14. Now, today we will cover lecture 15, in which we will cover glass, which is a remaining part of the 14th lecture, and thermal insulating materials. This is KCE 401. The references that I have taken is S.K. Duggal, building materials, B.C. Puniyamiya, building construction, Sushil Kumar, building construction, Purushottam Raj, building construction, material and technique, and of course, some part of this have been taken from the internet. The contents: form of the glasses, thermal insulation, heat insulation, types, properties, kind of thermal insulation, butt insulation, slab insulation, vapor insulation, vapor barriers, insulation with polythene. So, we will start the form of glass, which is which has been left in lecture 14. We have already covered in lecture 14, but some part of this form of glass has been left. So, now we start, that is obscured glass, and this is made of comparatively opaque to sunlight, also known as pattern glass, and it is classified as a frosted glass and is prepared by subjecting the polished face of the glass to a sandblast, which is grind off the surface, produced by etching on the glass by hydrofluoric acid. Sorry. Rolled glass has a series of waves of desired pattern on the surface, is also known as figured rolled glass. Now, ribbed glass, a series of triangular ribs are produced in the glass during casting. Now, laminated glass is made of sandwiching a layer of polyvinyl butyl, and it is also known as safety glass. It is used as a heat proof glass or soundproof glass or bulletproof glass. Heat and soundproof glasses. Two or more glass plates are sandwiched by a tinted plastic inner layer, provide high resistance to heat and glare. By increasing the thickness of plastic layer, the glass can be made more sound resistance. Now, bulletproof glass is prepared by placing vinyl plastic and the glass in the several alternate layer and pressing them with the outer layer of the glass, used in the bank for jewelry stores and display window. Insulating glass is composed of two glass plates, into which a layer of 6 to 13 mm thick hydrated air is sealed. The round edges are formed by fusing together the two glass plates. These glasses reduces the heat transmission by 30 to 60%. Heat absorbing glasses is a bluish green in color and cut ultraviolet rays of sun. Example of this heat absorbing glass is Calorex, used in railway carriage, factories, hospital, health club and kitchen. Then ground glass In this type of glass, one face of plate or sheet glass is made rough by grinding. It is used for maintaining privacy by obstructing vision and at same time allowing vision. It is used for the bedroom, toilet and for other making black boards. Now, block glass is a hollow shield made by fastening together two halves of the pressed glass. Now, it is used for making partition. Now, colored glass is produced by adding oxide of the metal to the molten glass, and these are the molten glass and these these are the metal oxides. Then opal glass, it is also known as milk glass, and it is produced by adding bone as oxide of tin and white arsenic to the vitrosyl 99.9% silica glass known as clear silica glass. Composition: 10% of the sand, 4 part of the cryolite and 1 part zinc oxide. Enamel glass is produced by adding calcined lead and tin oxide to the ordinary glass. Composition: 10 parts sand, 20 parts lead and tin oxide and 8 part potash. Now, optical glass contains phosphorus, lead, silicate and a little sodium oxide, latter capable of absorbing ultraviolet light injurious to eyes, and it is used for making lenses. Now, come to the thermal insulation, and this is one of the most important part. Thermal insulation is the process of reduction of heat transfer between the object in the thermal contact or in range of radiative influence. Thermal insulations consist of low thermal conductivity materials combined to achieve an even lower system thermal conductivity. Thermal insulation can achieved with a specially engineered method or process as well as with the suitable object shape and materials. The heat insulation to restrict heat transfer from warmer to cooler areas. Transfer heat takes place by 3 processes: convection, radiation and conduction. Convection, the heat is transferred from one place to another by the movement and mixing of liquid or gases. Radiation is the process of transferring heat in a similar manner to that in which light is transmitted by means of an invisible wave radiation. The extent to which a building material radiates heat is mainly dependent on emissivity of the surface, on the temperature of the surface, on the temperature of surrounding surface. Metal have a very low emissivity. Conduction is the process whereby heat is passed on between adjacent stationary particles of matter. The conductivity of building materials are inversely to their air contents. Those materials which enclose a high proportion of air in their structure, material with a low bulk density are generally better heat insulator. Water being a good heat conductor, if present in the material, a poor insulator. The commonly used heat insulator materials work on the principle of either air space formed between the structural component, surface insulator or internal insulation. Well known products are aerated concrete, gypsum boards, fiber boards, asbestos, cement boards are used. Types: clipboards, cork board, foam plastic, aluminum foil, reflecting paints, extended blast furnace slag, vermiculite, fiberglass, glass wool, etc. Cavity wall, though it is costly, but provides good insulation. Properties: heat insulating materials should be impermeable to water, fireproof, resistance to insect attack, have low thermal conductivity 0.0228 kilo calories centimeter per meter square degree centigrade. Since a good heat insulator material has porous structure, the strength is lowered, affecting its stability. The kinds of thermal insulation: all materials that are used to prevent heat losses are known as thermal insulation, and there are 9 basic kinds: loose fill, blankets, butts, structural insulation, board, slab or block insulation, reflective insulation, spray on, foamed in place, corrugated insulations. So, these are the kinds. Loose fill, usually it is a bulky and can be divided into 2 main types, fibrous and granular. Fibrous type is made of mineral, wool, rock, glass, slag, wool, vegetable fiber, usually wood fiber. Granular insulation are made of from expanded minerals such as perlite, vermiculite, or from ground vegetable matter such as granulated cork. Blanket insulation is made from the fibrous materials such as a mineral, wool fiber, cotton fiber, animal hairs, manufactured in the form of a mat. Mat are made in a various thickness and cut into the sometimes with the paper cover. Kinds of thermal insulation, that is butts. They are similar to the basic manufacture to blankets, but they are restricted as to length, usually being 1.2 meter or less. Some are paper covered, some are made of without a cover and fit between the framing members by friction. This is the butt insulation, you see in the figure. Say this is the frame, this is the frame in which the butt insulation are placed, and see here in color, this is the frame in which butts are placed. Now, a structural framing board, it is made from a variety of substances such as cane, wood and mineral fibers. It is used for exterior or interior seating, insulating roof decking, roof insulating board and interior finishing boards. Slab insulation. Slab or a block insulation is made in a rigid unit, normally a smaller in area than the insulation board, though some of them may be made from 2 or more pieces of insulation board cemented together to make a thick slab. It is made from the cork, shredded wood and the cement mineral wood with binder, cellular glass, foamed concrete, foamed plastic, cellular hard rubber, concrete made with the perlite, vermiculite, expanded clay as a aggregate. Slab insulation. This is the slab picture of slab insulation. This is a diagram here. A building is shown here. This is the another slab insulation layer here is placed. Here the insulation layer is placed here and concrete is going on. Reflective insulation, they are composed of metallic and other special surface with or without some type of backing. Unlike others, reflective insulation rely on their surface characteristic, thickness of air space, temperature differences etc. for their insulating value. And you can see here, this is the reflective, this diagram shows the reflective insulation. Now, a spray on insulation, this is the spray insulation produced by mixing some fibrous or cellular material with an adhesive and blowing the mixture on the surface to be insulated. Areas that are difficult to be insulated are treated in this manner, shape and location etc. This is important, where the other type of insulation materials cannot be used, we can use a spray on insulation. Now, foamed in place insulation made from synthetic liquid resin, two ingredients are used which when mixed together, and we can see here these are the picture of the foamed in place insulation. This is the foamed. Now, corrugated insulation made from paper corrugated or cemented into multiple layer. Some type are sprayed with an adhesive which harden to give the product extra stiffness, while other are faced with the foil provide extra insulative value. And you can see here this is the diagram of corrugated, you can easily see here this is the corrugated insulation. Now, vapor insulation, the dampness that are sometimes occur inside the building can be caused by penetration of moisture from the outside or by condensation of water vapor generated on the inside. So, we can see here by this graph or diagram, air barrier stop air leakage, this is the air barrier, and here vapor barrier stop diffusion of moisture through the solid materials. Now, vapor barrier, they are materials which effectively retard or stop the flow of warm moisture laden air from inside a building outside through the wall, ceiling, floor to the colder, drier outside atmosphere. We can see the vapor barrier on the warm side of the wall prevent moisture vapor from the penetrating wall. So, this is the idea. There are two parts in the diagram. One is no vapor barrier. So, here the heat is transferred from other side in the colder side without any problems. But here the vapor barrier, the moisture vapor inside higher pressure warm side and it's go and reflect from the due to this insulation layer. Now, vapor barrier without a vapor barrier, warm moist air flowing outward through a wall, ceiling or floor could cool to the extent that some of the vapor would condense out as a water and collect within the wall, etc., to eventually detriment of the material in the structure. The vapor barrier should be installed on the warm side of the insulation and present a continuous impervious surface to the vapor pressure from within the building. The material for vapor barrier includes polyethylene film, asphalt coated kraft paper, wax coated kraft paper, aluminum metal foil sheet, paint coating. So, these are the vapor barriers. Now, polyethylene film, it is a chemically inert plastic unaffected by acid alkali produced by rose. The film may be applied vertically in a strip to a stud wall or sheets wide enough to cover the wall from the top to the bottom. Aluminum foil used as a vapor barrier in a several form. One is the foil as a single sheet, another is a thin layer of foil laminated to a heavy backing of asphalt impregnated kraft paper. Still another consists of two layers of foil laminated with the asphalt cement. Now, coated kraft paper coated with the asphalt or the wax also act as a vapor barrier. Sometimes two layers of the paper are cemented with the continuous layer of asphalt. Whatever the material used, the same rule apply, the application should be continuous. So, you can see here this is the polyethylene film is used for the concreting. Before concreting, it is sprayed over the shuttering. Now, this is the aluminum film foil, which is a continuous. The main factor is to use this all material in continuation. So, there will be no transmission of heat from one media to another. So, this is the aluminum foil that are using for as a insulator. Now, see here, coated kraft paper is also placed over the surface. The isolation with the polyethylene film, you can see here, this is the isolation, this is the film over the sand and concrete is placed over this, this is the earth. We can see here in this diagram, it is quite clear that the insulation layer is placed and then the concrete is going to be laid. So, thank you very much. This is the end of our insulation, thermal insulation. Thank you.